Have you ever wondered how the first people got to the Americas? For a long time, we've heard this epic story of a single group of brave hunters crossing a land bridge from Siberia to Alaska, chasing mammoths. It's a great story, but the real history is so much more complex and fascinating. New evidence is completely rewriting what we thought we knew. The old theory, called the Clovis First Model, suggested that one wave of people, the Clovis culture, arrived around 13,000 years ago and spread across the continents. We found their distinctive spear points everywhere, so it seemed to make sense. But then, archaeologists started finding sites that were much, much older. Sites like Monteverde in Chile are dated to at least 14,500 years ago, and some evidence suggests people were there even earlier. This completely flips the script. How could people be in South America before they were supposedly even in North America? This is where the idea of multiple migrations comes in. It wasn't just one single trek across the Bering Land Bridge, it was likely a series of waves, pulses of people moving back and forth over thousands of years. Think of Beringia not as a temporary bridge, but as a long-term homeland, a place where people lived for generations before moving further into the Americas. And get this, they didn't just walk. A growing body of evidence points to a coastal route. People with boats might have leapfrogged down the Pacific coast, following the rich marine resources of the Kelp Highway. This would have been a much faster way to travel south, and explains how sites like Monteverde could be so old. These coastal pioneers might have been a completely different group from the later inland hunters. Genetic studies add another layer to this incredible story. By analyzing the DNA of both ancient remains and modern indigenous populations, scientists have traced distinct genetic lineages. These studies suggest there were at least 3 major migration waves from Asia. The first, and largest, gave rise to the majority of indigenous peoples in the Americas. But 2 later migrations contributed to Nadine-speaking groups in North America and the Inuit and Aleut peoples in the Arctic. So, the peopling of the Americas wasn't a single event. It was a long, complex process, involving different groups of people, arriving at different times, using different routes. It was a multi-millennial saga of exploration and settlement, far richer than the simple one-and-done story we once told. The Americas weren't just discovered. They were settled by waves of diverse and resilient pioneers. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating as I do, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into our amazing past. See you next time.